What is up, beautiful Bling crew? I hope you guys are all doing well. You will have to forgive me for my voice. I've been sick pretty much since last week, like last Sunday. There is a bunch of stuff going around. I thought I had strep for a little bit, so I had to go get tested for strep and COVID and all of that good stuff. So thankfully, it was none of that, and I just have an upper respiratory infection. But I did like lose my voice for like a day, day and a half. So it is coming back. It's still a little bit raspy, so you'll have to forgive me and bear with it. We have a lot of stuff that we are going to be have coming up that I am going to tell you guys about. We are going to do the one of the projects from last month's Bling Box. I had someone reach out to me and ask if I had did that tutorial, and I had not. There was a lot of stuff going on with the hurricane and trying to get caught up with everything. So I didn't do that one. I'm going to show you guys the portable straw container from last month's Bling Box, which this was really cool. It has the travel straw in here. It's like telescoping, so you can pull it apart. And it also has, if I can get it out, it also has the straw cleaner in here, which sometimes these straws don't include that. So this is also telescoping. Am I saying that right? It's scoping, so that you can get in here and clean this out. So these are really nice to have, like if you are trying to be more environmentally friendly. You go to places that have paper straws. Like I despise paper straws. So these are always good to have on hand for stuff like that. And then it also has where to go? It has the little carabiner on it, so you can like attach it to your purse or to your backpack and stuff like that. And then if you are looking for unique ideas for things to make for people for the holidays, like a coworker, family, friend, these are really cool because you can rhinestone them. You could add someone's name to them and make it personalized and show them, more that like you put more thought into your gift other than just getting them something. And who doesn't love something that is sparkly and shiny and blingy? So I'm going to show you guys that. It's really kind of just the same process of doing like a rhinestone pen, one of the ink joys or the maker flows, kind of the same process with that. So I'm going to show you that, but I'm going to do it a little bit different than normally with the pens. We do like the honeycomb pattern. I'm going to do this one scattered with the mix that we had in that month. So if you have any questions about that, feel free to ask them as we are going along. If you are just joining us, please say hi in the comments. Give this video a like and a thumbs up, and be sure that you are subscribed to our channel so that you get notifications when we go live every Thursday at 8 p.m. We will not have a live next week because it is Thanksgiving. So hopefully everybody is spending time with their family and friends and eating lots of turkey and lots of food, and you get out your fat pants so that you can stuff yourself. So let's see who is with us. Hi, Miss Mary Lynn. How are you? I did see that your order came in for the free pattern because Mary Lynn was one of our winners from last week's gift card giveaway. So I will get that out to you. Please give me a day or two to get you the gift card. I'm going to try to do it in the morning and send you the code for that. So Miss Teresa is here. How are you? Who is this? Angel. How are you, honey? Thank you for joining us. So yes, so if you're just joining us, make sure that you are subscribed to our channel so that you get notifications when we go live. If you're not in our Facebook group, which is Bling Your Things Rhinestones, make sure that you go over there and request to be to join our group. All of our Black Friday deals that we are going to be having, I'm going to notify you guys in the group before those go live. You guys in the group are going to have a whole day before everyone else does, to take advantage of those. I'll kind of show you, like, as we're going, some of the stuff that we're having coming. I'm pulling stuff out from our vault from prior Bling boxes. Some of that stuff I have, like, you know, a handful of items still left, and I've kind of either created a new pattern for them or new ideas, put together all of the rhinestones that come with them. So I'll show you some of those examples. And then I do have some classes that we are going to be doing via like virtual classes that we're going to do those in, I'll tell you the dates when we get there. So there's going to be like an ornament one. I'm going to do the license plate class again because I've had a lot of you ask me to do that one again as well. So I'm going to do one class in December for the ornaments, and then one class in December for the license plates, and then another one in January for the license plates again. So I'll give you guys all the details about that. All of that stuff will be available when the Black Friday, the Bling Friday is what we're calling it, our Bling Friday sale. Those will all be available on the website once that starts. So let's go ahead and get into working on the straw holder and what we're going to do with that. But again, if you have questions about any of that, please feel free to post it in the comments, and I will grab them and try to answer them as we are going along. If you are not a member of our Bling Box, spots for that are still open for a few more days. And last I checked, there's only 6 more spots for the combo box left open. The mix of the month, I make a lot more of those than we do the combo box or the Bling box. So there's more of those available. I do make some of those available after the boxes ship. But if you want to join us for the combo box or the Bling box, there is only 6 of those left, either option. So if you want to join us, go over there at our website, blingyourthings.com, and join us before they are sold out. So I'm going to go ahead and switch over to just this camera and give you guys a little bit better view over here. And we will go ahead and get started on that. Have any of you guys did this project from, this was last month, so this was October's box. Did any of you guys complete this project yet? Hi, Miss Ruth. How are you, honey? Let me zoom in here a little bit. So what we had in last month's mix of the month pack is there was 2 packs of Wildest Dreams. There was a multi-size pack of Light Amethyst, which the multi-size packs include SS4, 6, 8, 10, 12, and 16. And then there was also a pack of our new color, which is called Dream Aqua. And these were the SS20s. And all of the dream colors are really cool because when you look at them, like just like face on, they look like they're blue, like a light blue aquamarine color. But as you kind of turn them, they have a color shift to them where they turn purple. So they are two-tone, where like if you've ever worked with the chameleon color rhinestones, where those have a multi-color color change effect depending upon what angle you're looking at them. These have a two-tone. So they look blue and then they also look purple. It just depends what angle of light you're looking at them. So these are really cool to work with. They give your product in your end rhinestone project like a totally different feel. There's a lot more like options and stuff that you can do to like pair it with different stuff. And it really kind of makes your projects pop too. So those are fun. I'm not going to use the multi-pack with this, but if you wanted to add a name to your straw container. You could use these smaller sizes that are in this pack. You could use the 4s through the 8s to create your name. You could either draw it out like with a Sharpie or with a pencil and then just rhinestone on top of that. You could cut it out in vinyl, like if you have a Cricut or a Cameo, and you could apply that to here. So there's a lot of different options that you can do with this. Rhinestoning it, again, is very similar to rhinestoning a pen. The process is the same. You want to sand this a little bit before you get started, and then clean it with alcohol to clean off any of the dust and the debris left over from sanding it. I'm going to take it apart. The thing that you need to pay attention to when rhinestoning this is that you don't let your rhinestones overlap where the two parts connect. So I'm going to take it apart and make sure that the bottom part, I only rhinestone up to the top of this, and that they don't overlap, because I don't want glue to get on this part to where I potentially glue this shut, because that's totally not what we want. And then I will rhinestone the top of this second. What I was thinking with this is so that, like, if you have multiples of these, or if you have like kids that you are giving these to, you could put their name up here at the top so that it's like easily identifiable. You could kind of do it either short ways like this, or you could do it like diagonal. You'd get a little bit more room with it that way. So again, lots of different stuff that you can do with that. But I'm going to start with this bottom part first, and I'm going to do a scatter fill on this, where normally with pens we would do a honeycomb fill, but I want to use our new mix that we have this month, or this was last month's mix. It is called Wildest Dreams. And you could pair, there is some purples in this mix. There is, I think it's Amethyst AB. You could pair any of these light amethyst with the mix, like if you wanted to make it a bigger mix, if you wanted to give it like a different feel. When I do the mix of the month packs, I try to, number one, the mix of the month pack is kind of like an extension of the Bling Box and the colors and the projects that you get with that. So you had the big straw container with that last month. But all of the colors kind of work together. That's the whole, my whole thought process with it, is so that whatever you decide to do, the mix of the month pack is more for you to like kind of have fun with, like your own kind of projects and stuff like that. But all of these colors all pairs together. So if you wanted to, and you wanted to make your mix even larger, you could mix all of these colors together and they would still look really great. So there's that. And this one is called Wildest Dreams. If you didn't get this box or the mixed pack and you wanted to try it, this one is called the Wildest Dreams. So I'm going to start up here at the top. I did sand this already. I did wipe it down with alcohol. So hi, Miss Tiffany, how are you? And for my glue, I'm just using super tight fusion tack. I'm going to do a small line here at the top, all the way around. And sorry guys, I got to get a drink. My voice it's going out again. So hopefully none of you guys are sick too. Something is really going around here. I think all but one person in my household has been sick. And I had to go to the walk-in clinic on like the third day because I woke up and my throat was like so sore that like I literally couldn't swallow. It hurt to swallow. I wasn't like my throat felt like it was kind of like closing up. It was terrible. And I was really surprised after they tested me for strep that I didn't have strep, I didn't have COVID, like none of that. And I just had like a upper respiratory infection. So Angel is asking, so these don't use heating. No. So these are flat back rhinestones and you need to use your own glue. Let me get the focus here a little bit better. You need to use your own glue. Glues that are good with working with rhinestones. It's going to vary based upon the type of project that you're working with. This glue that I'm using, this is a white glue. It dries clear. It's called Super Tight Fusion Tack. It's good for all types of stuff like your tumblers, your pens. If you're going to do like a picture, like a canvas, metals, it's good on fabrics. You can use it on. The another glue that's very popular is called Liquid Fusion. That is a white glue. It's a clear glue. It starts clear and it dries clear. I prefer not to use that type of glue. In my experience, it does yellow over a period of time. And then the other product you can use are like a 2-part epoxy. Bob Smith 30-minute is a good one to, if you're not used to working with epoxies, 2-part epoxies like that. It's going to give you a little bit of work time. With that, though, it does take some practice because your rhinestones will start to slide around if you're not careful and paying attention. So here at the top, I'm kind of just lining out this top row with my stones, and then I'm making sure that none of them are going over the top here. So something that you can do, and it's kind of the same thing like when you're doing tumblers, you can push this up against a flat surface to make sure that none of them are going over your edge. So basically you can put it like that to make sure that none of those rhinestones are going over the top of that. And then again, just make sure that you don't have any glue right here so that when you put this piece back in there, that it's not going to glue itself shut. Uh-oh, did I freeze on the computer? All right, so I got my first row and I'm doing a scatter fill. And now I'm just going to kind of work in sections and fill in the rhinestones wherever they look like they're going to fit with scatter. That is like one of the best things that I like about it is no two people's scatter is going to look the same. You kind of just pick and choose where you think it's going to look good. And there's no right or wrong way to do it. You don't need a whole lot of glue with this. I'm just going to spread out like a small section and then fill it in where I think it's going to fit. And just kind of use random different sizes. When I'm doing it, especially with a mix, I try to do it so that I'm picking colors where I don't have a whole lot of the same two colors like touching each other. I try to like mix up my my color pattern. So Mary Lynn is saying her super tight is super thick and hard to work with. Is there anything I can do to thin it a bit? It is a new bottle. So what can happen with this glue is sometimes with the temperature change outside, it can kind of affect the consistency of it. So what I would recommend is if you can take number one, make sure that it's room temperature when you're trying to work with it and that it hasn't been sitting somewhere where it's like getting really cold. You can take the lid off of it and try to put something in there, maybe like a what am I thinking? Like a popsicle stick or something. And stir it up before you use it. And that will help get out some of the clumps if you have clumps in it and kind of like thin it out a little bit. You really shouldn't have to do that. But yes, sometimes when the temperature starts to change outside, I've noticed that it starts to get a little bit thicker. So you can also like try to shake it in the bottle, like try to shake it hard in the bottle. So try that out and then let me know if that helps. So, any other questions that you guys have? Are you guys working on the project from this month's Bling Box? I think I have it. Let me cover this with glue and I will show you guys that. This, the little snowman was so cute. And then my son had the cutest little idea after when he seen like the name of the pattern, that it was called "Do You Want to Build a Snowman?" And he said you should have called it "Do You Want to Bling a Snowman?" Which would have been the perfect name for it. So that's kind of where we are at with that. And so this one, because we're doing the scatter, normally on, like I said, on pens, we would do a honeycomb fill. With this, because we're not going to be writing with it, we're not going to be using it as much, having the different heights of the rhinestones on top of it really isn't going to matter. So with this, we're really just going for like the greatest look that we can get for it. Having it even and easy to handle or hold really isn't like the important part of that. So this is the finished tumbler from this month's Bling Box. And this had a couple cool colors in it. The color of the snowman, this one is, what was it? It is Aurora White. No, was that the color? Yeah, it was Aurora White, and then we had Siam, and then we had some neon whites in here, and then these are the Chameleon Emerald, and these are the color changing rhinestones. These change, they have a dark green base, and the coating on it makes them look anywhere from purple to blue, maybe even a little bit of pink, and those are really cool too. And if you had the mix of the month, this was the mix, the under the mistletoe, and these were the tumbler toppers that were the project for this month. And these you can either affix to your tumbler with super glue, or you can get magnets to attach them as well. Either way, you would have to attach the magnets with super glue or glue it directly to the topper of your tumbler. So that was really cool too. So yes, this color might look blue on your screen. The cool thing about this color is it normally the rhinestones have a silver foil backing. So the back of them all look like silver. All of the Aurora rhinestones and some of the newer rhinestones that are coming out, they do not have a backing. So they're technically transparent and you can see through them. Then the color of the rhinestone can look different based upon the base surface that it is placed on. So this rhinestone has a bluish purple coating on it. And if you were to place this on a black background, it would look different than if you were to place it on a blue background or green background. It's going to kind of absorb the color that on the base that you are applying it to. And if I have any that I can find right here, I can kind of like show you the difference. So the video sometimes doesn't always pick up the color of the stones the best. So you can probably see the color change on the chameleons a little bit better than the color change on the Aurora rhinestones. But yeah, it probably looks blue on the screen right now. And in person, it does look a little bit blue, but it's kind of a bluish purple, and it's really light. So it gives it a cool effect too against the neon white. With the two whites, it kind of makes the snowman look like he's kind of like popping off the tumbler, which is cool. If I have those. So hold on, I think I swatched this color. Let me see if I can find it. I think I swatched it. Yeah, I think it's this one. No, this is a different color, but it's very similar. I'll show you guys. So if I were to take this color, so on the swatch, right, just normal, it looks kind of pinkish. But then if I put it on the yellow paper, it kind of looks yellowish green. And then what else do I have right here? If I were to use, this one is pink. Now it looks more pinkish than it does against the yellow. So do you see how it looks different? It's going to kind of absorb the color. It's going to show through the color of the background, and it's going to look different based upon whatever background color you use. So these, all of the Aurora rhinestones have no backing. So they're all going to kind of look a little bit different and take the different effect. So these colors are really fun to work with. So, all right, back to this. Then again, on here, I'm just going to keep working another section. And the mix that I'm using with this, this one is called Wildest Dreams. It has, I used a couple different AB colored rhinestones, and the AB rhinestones have a coating applied to them that gives it like an iridescent effect. So they're not necessarily like color changing, like the other ones, but they do kind of have like a bluish pinkish finish, depending upon what color it is. Now I need a couple small ones in here. So always fun to try new colors, mixing new, trying new mixes together, pairing it with different stuff. And I always have fun making all of the mixes each month, figuring out like what colors pair well together, what's going to look good. Maybe it's something that we haven't tried before. As well as trying to give you guys something that like maybe you wouldn't think to use and kind of get you outside of your comfort zone of using the same colors over and over, and give you guys kind of like different options to work with. So that is always fun for me. And I know you guys like working with them too. So let's see. Next week is Thanksgiving on Thursday. So like I said, we're not going to have our live on Thursday, but every year we have our Black Friday sale that we like to call our Bling Friday sale. So that stuff is going to start. I'm going to do different stuff over next week. And if you are in our Facebook group, I'm going to announce kind of like the start of that stuff to you guys in the group a whole 24 hours before it's like announced to everyone else. So if you're not in our Facebook group and you want to be a part of the first people to know when the sale is happening, the stuff that's being included, be sure to go request to be added to our group, which is Bling Your Things Rhinestones. We are going to have, I've spent the last couple of weeks putting together some new kits. I'm pulling stuff from, we're going to call it the Bling Box Vault, where I have like, you know, a couple things left from prior Bling boxes. And then I've created either like a new pattern or a new variation of the pattern for new projects for you guys. And then all of those will be like discounted. And then I'm going to include some free gifts with those. And I will show you guys that. Then we're also going to have, I had a lot of people, this year we did a license plate class in person, and I've had a lot of people continue to ask me if we are going to do another one. And unfortunately, I haven't been able to set it up to do another in-person class. So I'm going to do that class, but we're going to do it online. So if you don't live local, you will be able to join us this time. And then I'm going to do one class in December and then another class in January. So you'll have two options to join us for those. And then the other class that I'm going to do, once I get this little part done here, I will show you. In this class, the kits are going to be available starting tomorrow, but then all of the products for it aren't going to ship until next week. And then we will have the class on, I think it was on December 10th, which is a Tuesday. Oops. So here is that. It is starting to look pretty cool. And if you wanted to make like patterns with this, with the colors that are in the mix, you could kind of like align the colors in like a swirl. Like you could use all of the purples and make them all kind of like line up as they go around. That would look pretty cool. I might actually do that as we go through here. So the class that we are going to do next month in December is, last year we had these ornaments that were a part of a bling box, and we did these with a mix, and then I put a name on the front of mine. And these ornaments were really cool because they come apart. So you can fill these with, you could fill it with like crinkle paper. You could put glitter in these. You could actually cut out a picture and put the picture on this back side and then put the top over it. So then you're able to see the picture like through your ornament. So we're going to have a class on to do the ornaments. What you're going to get is the rhinestones to create 2 different designs. Then you will get, I'm going to send you guys 2 of these ornaments. So you'll have 2 of these ornaments to complete. And then I'm going to send you some of the wood cutout ones as well. So you're going to get 3 of the bulb ones, and then 5 of the Christmas lights. So the kit's going to include 5 of the Christmas lights, 3 of the bulbs, and then 2 of these 3-inch clear ornaments, and then all of the rhinestones to complete these. We're going to do this in a class online. There will be limited spots for this. We will only be able to have up to 15 people in the class. If there is enough interest, we could probably do a second class, but we'll kind of see. So if you want to do a kind of like a one-on-one small group class with us, that is going to be included in that kit. And then we're going to do that on December 10th, which is I think it's a Tuesday. And yeah, again, if there's enough interest, we might have a second class on a different day. So then some of the other kits that we are going to do, we have the one kit where Renee, with Tumblers by Renee, had made us these notepad cutouts. So we had, this was kind of like you guys create your own pattern, kind of like design it however you wanted. And then Renee took the pattern from the Tumblr that month and created her leopard print over this. So I used that idea from her, and then I created a new leopard print pattern, and I put together a kit with all of the leopard print pattern for this, and then all of the rhinestones for this, and then I created a pattern for it. And then you're going to get a free pen with this, a free pencil, and then the leopard print pattern for this pen with this kit as well. So there is a very, very limited amount of these. I only had 3 of these left, so there's only going to be 3 of these kits available. So if you're interested in these, head over to the Facebook group so that you will be the first to know when these come out. So that's kind of like some of the stuff that we are going to be having. Obviously, rhinestones. I'm going to switch back over here. There we go. Now I feel like I'm talking to you. Obviously, rhinestones are going to be on sale. It'll include all of the flatbacks, all of the hot picks. Some of the supplies will be on sale. I don't normally discount kits, but there will be one day and one day only that the kits will be on sale because all of our kits every day already include a big discount compared to what you would pay purchasing everything separately. So there will be a 24-hour sale on all of the kits that we have. Then what else are we doing? Let me see. Oh, and then the free shipping is normally on orders of $125 or more. We're going to drop that down to $89. And anything that is in clearance, I'm going to have an additional 50% off anything that's on clearance. So if you're wanting to stock up on rhinestones, you're wanting to stock up on supplies, any of the tumbler kits, all of that stuff is going to start next week. So make sure that you're in the Facebook group so that you're notified when all of that stuff is happening. And then if you want to join us for the class, which I'm really excited about to do those, that stuff will also be available starting next week too. I'm going to ship all of the kits on, let me look at the calendar. So all of the kits will be shipped on Black Friday on the 29th. And then that should give us enough time for everyone to receive their kits. And then if you need, you're going to get a supply list too. And if you need any of the supplies, that should give you enough time to get your supplies, like whatever glue you want to use. If you need like a pickup tool or anything like that, that'll give you enough time to get your supplies together and then join us for the virtual class on December 10th. So, but yeah, we'll only be able to have up to like 15 people. It'll be like a 2-hour class. We might do it like 1 hour, take a break, and then we'll finish the second hour. But I'm going to have like 2 different patterns for the ornaments that I'll be teaching you guys. I'll have different styles on how you can rhinestone, like the bulb cutouts. I'll have a couple different options on how you can rhinestone these. And then I'll show you like a couple different pattern fills on these as well. So all fun stuff. And then you'll have them done in time so that you can put them on your tree. And then the license plate class, I got to look at the calendar. Timing wise, we might do that like the week after we do the ornament class. And then the second one will be in January, like after the new year, probably like the 3rd week of January is when we're going to do that. And then if I get enough time, I've been working on trying to create a really cool pattern for, do you guys remember these? The big clothespins that we had in one of the boxes, and we made the American flags with them. So I'm trying to create the pattern that you guys can recreate this and turn this into a pencil. So this would be like a really great gift if you have teachers in your family, if you have educators, or if you have kids. These are really cute. You can use them. You could put a magnet on the back of them and put them on your fridge. You can use them as paperweights. There's all kinds of things that you can use them with. So I'm creating the pattern for this and the rhinestone sizes and stuff. And then there is a tumbler that goes with these to match them. So those are really fun too. So all of that is coming for you guys next week. There's some other new patterns that are coming out, all kinds of fun stuff. So any questions on all of that? I think I'm going to cut it a little bit short. My voice is starting to get like really hoarse, and my throat is getting kind of scratchy. So I don't want to make my voice worse than it already is, because I kind of feel like I'm getting ready to lose it too. So is there any questions on any of that stuff? Again, join us over in our Facebook group, which is Bling Your Things Rhinestones. I'm going to post everything over there once it is live, and then you guys get 24-hour access before everyone else does as well. So unless there's any other questions about the straw holder or any of the other projects that you guys are working on, anything else in general that you are working on, and maybe you've ran into a problem or a hiccup and something's just not working right, please post it in the comments and I will try to answer it before we hop off. But other than that, I will not see you guys next week because it is Thanksgiving, and I will see you the week after that, which is when we will be shipping out the Bling boxes. And the next Bling box, the project in the next Bling box is super awesome. I know you guys are going to love it. I'm really excited about it. I'm trying to, if in between all the Black Friday stuff, if I get a chance, I will try to post a sneak peek so that you guys can see that too. But if you want to join us, there is only 6 either Bling boxes or combo boxes left, and they will be sold out. So if you want to join us, don't wait to grab your spot. And then I will see you guys after Thanksgiving. So thank you so much for joining me, and I will see you guys very, very soon. Bye, guys.